Reserve Bank of India Governor Urjit Patel is right now addressing the press. We'll have to go to that news and just listen in first.
We can start after the photographs stop clicking. Can we stop now?
Yeah, let her make the announcements.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to the press conference for the 5th bi-monthly monetary policy review meeting for 2016-17. Before I talk about the monetary policy decision, I would like to start by thanking the staff and management of all our banks, both private sector and public, for their dedicated work over the last 4 weeks during this process of withdrawal of legal tender status. I want to also acknowledge the unstinting effort of staff at the RBI and our currency presses in this context. Coming to the monetary policy decision. In its October resolution, the Monetary Policy Committee took a calibrated policy judgment of a reduction of 25 basis points in the policy repo rate on the basis of its assessment of the inflation path for the rest of the year, based on the information available up to August and high-frequency indicators in September. Inflation outcomes in September and October, as well as the latest projections for Q4 2016-17, vindicates this stance. It may be recalled that in October, the MPC envisaged a trajectory taking headline inflation towards 5% by March 2017, with risks tilted to the upside. Since then, a couple of risks have waned. One, the disbursement of salaries and arrears under the 7th Pay Commission's award has not been disruptive to inflation outcomes. Two, the extension of 2 months given to the Ministry of Finance to issue the notification on higher allowances under the Commission's award could push its fuller effect into the next financial year rather than this financial year. The committee felt that it is now important to ensure that the targets of 5% for Q4 of 2016-17 and of 4 plus or minus 2% for the medium term are achieved. This assumes critical importance in view of the stickiness in inflation, excluding food and fuel, what we call core. The recent rising profile of international crude prices and the continuing firmness in the prices of some salient food items. Accordingly, the MPC was of the view that given the reduction of the policy rate of 25 basis points in October, which cumulated to a reduction of 175 basis points since January 2015, a further reduction in the policy rate is not warranted at this juncture. It may be recalled that an incremental CRR was applied on banks' increase in net demand and time liabilities between September 16 and November 11, as part of our liquidity management operations to manage the return of specified banknotes into the system as deposits. This was intended as a purely temporary measure to manage the transition from an exclusive reliance on LAF operations to a mix of instruments, including the MSS issuances. The government has proactively responded to the situation by enhancing the limit of MSS securities to 6 lakh crores or 6 trillion rupees. This has enabled the withdrawal of the incremental CRR with effect from the fortnight of December 10th. Banks will no longer have to bear the burden of the incremental CRR, as they will be adequately compensated through the coupons on MSS securities. I think we can May I request, before we get to the question and answer, first Mr. Gandhi to apprise us on the issues related to the withdrawal of legal character status of the notes and the currency management.
Thank you, sir. There have been several questions about the decision to withdraw the legal tender status of rupees 1000 and rupees 500 of the old series notes. The motivations for the decision are to deal with the problem of high quality counterfeit notes in these denominations and the unearthed black money that may be held in cash. The decision has not been taken in haste, but after detailed deliberations. There had to be a high level of secrecy surrounding this decision, and the fact is that such a large country was indeed taken by surprise when the decision was announced. The Reserve Bank and the central government were conscious of certain immediate difficulties that the public at large could face, and all efforts were made to minimize them and mitigate them. The problems of the common persons were at the top of the policymakers' radar, and all dispensations were calibrated to address them without at the same time jeopardizing the achievement of the larger policy objectives. The Reserve Bank and the central government run note presses are working to their full capacity, and all efforts are being made to reach the notes to every part of the country. In fact, during this period, that is from 10th November 2016 to 5th December 2016, the Reserve Bank had supplied to the public banknotes of various denominations worth near about 4 lakh crores of rupees. As regards the lower denomination of the notes, that is rupees 100, 50s, 20s and 10, the Reserve Bank over its counters and through bank branches all over the country has supplied 19.1 billion pieces of denominations in this period. This is more than what the Reserve Bank had supplied to the public in the whole of the last 3 years. We reiterate that there is adequate supply of notes, and hoarding of notes helps nobody's cause. We also strongly advocate the public to switch to digital payment modes, given that there are several options, there are adequate safeguards, and there is an increasing acceptability of this mode of payment by a large number of recipients.
May I request Mr. Mundra to say a few words, and then Mr. Vishwanathan.
I think I may take this opportunity to speak a little bit on the subject which was most discussed in detail in the last policy, that is around the asset quality. I appreciate that as of now the questions and focus in your mind is elsewhere, but nonetheless, very briefly, from the September quarter result which has come from the banking system, while there had been an incremental percentage of gross NPA and net NPA, there had been marginal reduction in restructure advances, and after blending two, there has been a slight uptick in the overall level of stressed asset in the banking system. But there are few things which need to be noted. Number one, the formation of incremental NPA has decelerated. The provision coverage ratio at the system level has slightly improved, and compared to relative to the previous year, in this half year, the recoveries have been better than what they were in the corresponding period, and the write-offs have reduced to some extent. So, as in past, maximum NPA continue to be contributed by the industry segment in the asset portfolio, and the usual 5-6 sectors which were showing the larger stress, it continue to remain so. Thank you.
Yeah, from the